y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, the channel where we focus on things that we can't control and we trust God with the rest. And I want to read something from the Bible first, and then I'll have a few words to say after. And I'm reading from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 through 8. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up which that is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And I say all of that to say that it is truly a time for every season that you're experiencing in your life. Rather it's a great season or rather it's a not so great season. It is all ordained and authorized by God. So if you're going through a season of God is just giving you things, like bringing so many things that you have been working so hard for, that you have been praying for, I say celebrate to the max. Make sure that you're around people that's celebrating just as big as you are or bigger, because it's your celebration and you deserve it. And if it's anybody around that's not celebrating, get away from them. If you only could find that time to celebrate with yourself, celebrate alone. But I say appreciate that moment because it's a gift from God. But say you're on the other side and you're going through a lot of loss, like everything seems like it's crumbling and it's falling down. Nothing is making sense. No matter what you do, it's not coming together. I say celebrate and be grateful because God is also showing you something as well. It's all ordained by God. Just because you're going to a place of, it may be loaded with pain. You may be like a tear or emotion from a nervous breakdown or just like a mental crack. Keep pushing because God is still showing you something. Ask God, what is it that you want to learn? What is it that you need to learn from this? What lessons is he trying to teach? Because God is very purposeful and God is very intentional on the things that he do. So it's no mistake that you're in a place that may not be so great versus being in a place that's great, because it's all ordained by God. And in that scripture that we just read is saying that it's a time for everything. It's a time to be born. It's a time to die. So it's a time for you to just reap and reap and reap. And it's a time for you not to reap. It's to lose. But in those moments that you feel that you're losing, you're actually gaining. Because in those deepest moments of pain, God is giving you strength to get through it. So why not maximize on whatever you're going, whatever season that you're in, whatever time that you're in this life, maximize it and stay faithful to God and stay true to him and ask him, what is it that you want me to learn? What is it in this pain that you want me to get? What is it in this celebration that you want me to get? Because it's all, God is always teaching us stuff. So I say, no matter what season that you're in, what time that you may be in your life, it has all been ordained and purposed by God. It's intentional. God is not making a mistake. He loves you and you're worthy. You're worthy of all the gifts that you're being bestowed on. And you're worthy of that pain, because that pain is going to teach you some valuable lessons. That pressure, because it's what they say, pressure turn rocks into diamonds or something like that. But it's the pressure that make us who we are. It's the pressure, it's the pain that builds us, because sometimes if everything is just always going great, 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 you don't even really know what you're made of. So in those stretching moments, and those moments where God is pulling and stretching you out in that, through that pain, you could be stretched and be pulled. And this is the time where you have to step into that faith, and you have to step into that trust, and you have to be grateful, and you have to believe and know that God has your back even in the midst of it. And if you're going through this celebratory time, God is still teaching you something. God still, like, are you only celebrating and loving God because you're going through something great? Are you that type of person that when something great happens to you, you love the Lord, but then when something bad, you don't want to have any communication with him? So he's teaching you something in both areas. So I just say, no matter what you're going through, no matter what time, whether it's a high time or a low time, God is still in the mix. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Mwah.